War for the Planet of the Apes stars Andy Serkis, Woody Harrelson, and is the third installment in the new Planet of the Apes prequel trilogy. It started with Rise, and then Dawn, and now we're at War. And in this installment, the human army led by Woody Harrelson goes to war with the apes, and after a tragedy happens, Caesar goes after the humans and sets out to protect the rest of the apes. Because apes together, strong. Don't judge, you were probably doing this every time Caesar said it in the movie. I know you did. Ever since that last shot in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes where the camera zooms in on Caesar's face and the music catches on, I have been waiting and waiting to see how this trilogy was going to come to an end. And the trailers, thankfully, didn't really give anything away. It kept it very vague. It left you curious of the movie, which is always a good thing. And going into this movie, I, of course, was super excited because I love the first two movies. And, of course, the original is a classic. But leaving the movie, I had to think about this for a little bit. But now that I've thought about it quite a bit, War for the Planet of the Apes just might be my favorite out of this whole trilogy. I really love this movie. The CG work for the apes in this movie was flawless, 100% perfect. You know, while in Rise of the Planet of the Apes it was very impressive, there were some times where you can tell it's CG, you know, you can kind of tell. And even with Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, there were a few moments where you're like, it's CG, yeah. But with this one, I swear to you, you're convinced that these apes look 100% real. Like, this is as real CGI as I've ever seen. There's no excuse for bad CG after this. It's that good. And something that was done right with the marketing and the movie itself is that while you're watching the movie, you don't know what's going to happen. You think it's going to go one way, and then it just turns another way. You know, stuff happens in this movie that you didn't expect from the beginning, and it played out perfectly. You know, this new trilogy of Planet of the Apes, when you get to this one, it feels like one complete vision. Even though these movies were directed by two different people, it feels like someone got in a room and planned out the whole entire trilogy in one draft. And when Rise of the Planet of the Apes ended, you wanted to see more. And then when Dawn of the Planet of the Apes ended, you wanted to see more. And now that War for the Planet of the Apes is here, by the end of the movie, at least for me, I was 100% satisfied. It felt like one complete vision, and it was great. This one's also the most emotional one out of the three movies. Seeing what Caesar and the other apes have to go through in this movie, it really affects you emotionally, or at least it did for me. It left a big emotional impact by the end of the movie. And there's also some like religious symbolisms, and that it was kind of unneeded, but I know what they were going for, and I don't know, it didn't bother me that much. It's something my friend mentioned on the way home, and I was like, yeah, it's kind of unneeded, but again, you know where they're coming from with it. If I had to nitpick one thing about this movie, is that there were a few plot holes that weren't really filled by the end of the movie. They're small plot holes. I'm not going to tell you what they are, though, just in case there's someone watching who hasn't seen the trailers. I don't want to be the one to spoil them. But honestly, I don't really care about that, because for me, the overall movie was so phenomenal, so emotional, and so satisfying that by the end of the movie, you don't really think about them that much. You can kind of forgive them because, first off, they're real small, and like I said, the overall movie was so good that you don't really care about them. It's very rare nowadays when a trilogy has 3 really great installments in them, and it's even more rare when the third one just might be the best one. And that's what I think War for the Planet of the Apes is. I think it's the best one in this new trilogy. And because of that, I'm giving War for the Planet of the Apes 5 stars. I don't care about those little plot holes. I encourage you guys to go check out this movie. Even if you haven't seen Rise or Dawn, go buy them for like $5 at Disc Replay. Go rent them from Family Video. I really think they're worth your time. So if you've guys seen War for the Planet of the Apes, let me know what you think of it in the comment section. And what's your favorite Planet of the Apes movie? And do you want to see more Planet of the Apes movies? I would personally, honestly, would like to see maybe a spin-off movie from the original franchise. I don't know, that's just me. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Look forward to my Spider-Man Homecoming review coming this weekend. And if you like this video, then hit the thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, then click right here. And I'll see you guys next time.